Rob, welcome to Access Garage. Alright, we're out here on another Saturday. This is probably our third video on the bumpers, but we're making a lot of progress. So we got this, the front bumper, I guess where we left off, we were painting. So we got it all primed, and then the back side of the bumper we got painted with some gloss black enamel, and that was just to keep it smooth on the back side so it doesn't attract and build up a lot of dirt. And now it's been a good week that's all had a chance to set up, and what I have it here is I'm just going with a scuff pad, just giving this primer just a real light scuff just to get any overspray off. Not that really matters much. You can see I got some black enamel on this, which is okay because we're putting multiple layers of black paint, and you could hear probably picking up on the mic as I come over here. I got like a little overspray where I wasn't real flat putting the paint on, so it got like a little rough. So I'm just gonna go over this just to get it all nice and smooth, and then we will go over it with wax and grease remover, and we're gonna start applying some paint. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some Eastwood. We're using the Eastwood paint. We're using chassis paint on it. And just the reason why we're using chassis paint is we just want something as durable as possible. So we're going to put a couple of coats of this chassis black, which is a satin finish, and we're going to put one nice coat, and then I'm going to put actually one light coat, and then I'm going to put a nice coat. And when that nice coat is almost dry, I'm going to put my first coat of the bed liner, and we're just using Rattle Can bed liner by Plasticoat. I'll put this stuff and the Plasticoat bed liner in the description below. We really like the Plasticoat bed liner. We use it on Amanda's Jeep when we were doing her stuff. It blends really well, so you don't get a lot of striping when you paint it. You can touch it up really well, and it blends in nice. It's got a nice texture to it, and it lasts for a long time. It's real durable, and it's very, very, very UV stable. And we put it on her bumpers. We put it on her wheel flares, and even the plastic wheel flares. It didn't chip off or anything, and in the sunlight that vehicle stays out all the time. In the sunlight there's no fading, no deterioration, and that's why we use that one. So this outside is going to get that. So we're going to put, like I said, I'm going to work on that today. In the meantime, our sandblast guy apparently walked out of his job, so our sandblast connection went to shit. So what we did was we went over to Grumpy Grandpa Ray, and we gave him our bumper brackets, and he went to town with a wire wheel on them, got them real clean. We degreased them first, gave them to him. He got any of the loose flaking paint off and any flaking rust or anything like that. And then what we did was we put on 2 coats of Eastwood's rust encapsulator, which is, it's like a sprayable version of the POR or POR 15. I used a lot of POR 15 products when I was doing the Chevelle over, and they lasted real well. But every once in a while you have an adhesion problem with them, and I found, and I also use a lot of Eastwood products on the Chevelle as well, and I found that with the Eastwood spray rust encapsulator, it really works well, and you don't have adhesion problems. So put 2 coats on this to sort of seal it up and seal any of that surface rust that we couldn't get out on them, and then we painted them again with the satin Eastwood chassis black, and these came out real nice. I mean, they're bumper brackets, they're going under the truck, but you know, they came out real nice in the meantime. We also did, these are the inner bumper brackets that hold the tow hooks that are going to come, or the recovery hooks rather, that are going to come through the bumper. And these came out nice as well. So we got these done. We'll put them away for a little bit as we're getting this everything else set up. We also got the rear brackets that came on these bumpers when we bought them. I don't know whether we're going to use these or his original ones. That's why I didn't go ahead and paint them yet. We did degrease them, and Grandpa went to town on the wire wheel on these as well. These are probably a little more beat up than Robbie's original ones. Like, we got a little bit of stuff there that I'll have to hit with the grinder flap disc, because the wire wheel is not going to take care of that. But we don't even know if we're using them yet. So we're moving along on the bumper. Let me get some paint on this thing. Let me finish cleaning it up, get some paint on it, and we'll show you where we're at. Alright, so we put 2 coats of the Eastwood chassis black satin. It really doesn't make a difference whether it's satin or flat or whatever it is. But we put 2 on. The second coat, before it dried, I went over and I put a coat of the bed liner, which is the Plasticoat bed liner, and I'll put a link to this in the description below. This is the one I found to be the most forgiving, the most durable, and the easiest to apply. And I put a light coat of it on to that tacky undercoat so I get a good bond. And we just wanted to cover it good, not make a heavy coat or a second coat at this time. What I also did was we ordered a new set of paintable bumper bolts from LMC, and I'll put them in the description below. They're marked as 307A, which should be a non-rusting stainless, I believe. But regardless, we want them to be black anyway. So I put one coat of the rust encapsulator and 2 light coats of the satin chassis black on them. I did not cover them with the bed liner at this time because what I want to do with these is install them, then tape everything off and give the bumper another coat of the bed liner with the bolts on it and everything. This way everything is nice and uniform and it looks nice. It's going to be a nice durable finish. You can tell already that that textured bed liner is hiding a lot of the imperfections. There's still some in there, but we still got another coat or two to put on. But most of the imperfections are really out of it, and it's going to look great on the truck when it's all said and done and everything is bolted up to it. So that's it for our third installment, right, Robbie? I got Robbie behind the camera today. I think this is the third installment of our bumper project. We're going to move along from this. We're going to let this set up for a week before it's installed. We're going to put it to the side and we're going to work on the brush guard because we want that brush guard to have the same amount of setup time, and hopefully we'll be able to install this and get the brush guard on it in relatively the same day or two period because we want to do some painting in between there. But we'll bring you along for the ride in the next video in this series of getting these bumpers in good shape and mounted on the K5. As always, drop a comment down below. It feeds the YouTube algorithm. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and as always, thanks for watching.